Welcome to episode 2 of my bedrock hardcore world. Today we're going to be starting off the city by the beach. I already built some retaining walls. Don't look at all those like shapes and stuff. Those were a different type of thing I was going for and it didn't really work out. Anyways, I'm working on texturing out the cobblestone. I thought I'd just show you a little bit. It's just andesite gravel. And yeah, I already built these retaining walls just because I thought they were a bit boring. This house, I cut out a lot of it just because I ended up scrapping a lot of it because these stone at the side I thought would look good. It just ended up didn't, so I ended up fixing it. But right here, it is a diagonal house, like slightly, like slighted diagonal. So it is a little bit harder to do than a regular house. Now, I'm just doing a roof of some different tricks. Mostly just placing a stair certain ways, and then placing a block behind it. Anyways, yeah, I go in, break it. This house is actually built out of dark oak and birch. I think the stripped birch looks really cool with the dark oak. Like, it looks very dark and white and stuff. And in here, I think I saw this from Pixel Riffs or something. I think that YouTuber. Anyways, I saw that roof design from like one of his series. I had in a dark oak door because I wanted to make it look a little bit more fancy. Just because I thought I thought the build looked a bit like fantasy instead of fancy. Like, and this is a fancy city. So I did that. Then I added in this wall, which is just more stripped birch, some dark oak logs, and some stairs. Now, the nice thing about having the stairs like on this slighted diagonal, like let's compare it to an actual diagonal, like a straight 45 degree. Where this, it can just be like a regular house. It doesn't actually have to be on an angle, which is nice. Then I make this house, which I use spruce and oak, but I end up tearing out the oak eventually. I think the oak just kind of wouldn't work on the bottom layer, so because I wanted to put like a foundation kind of block. And I do put it going into the other house, which I think looks pretty cool. I punch out some windows, so it doesn't actually matter because I actually end up, breaking it. Start making more of the frame for the house, build up more spruce, then more of the spruce wood. I use the spruce wood because obviously on an angle I don't want to show the end of the spruce. So, yeah. Now I'm going to make more spruce wood. Place it like that, going across. So I place the temporary blocks, obviously, so I can get it facing the right way. After that, I actually break it because I wanted to make it go out one, because I think making the supports out one block makes it add a lot more depth, and I like that. Anyways, yeah, like I said, I broke the oak. Then I built up more of the wireframe. It's a lot of repetition. These houses take a little bit of time. I built up some more pillars, and I built up a second layer. Then after that, I start placing in the foundation blocks. So I thought I'd go with some gravel because I had a decent amount of gravel, and I really wanted to try out using the gravel because I don't use it in much of my builds, other than like for a path block. And I like it. It makes it look like a bit more crumbly or something like that. And then after that, I just keep building it, I think. Oh no, I already built it. Then I add some temporary blocks so I can place down my white concrete. And I use a mix of white concrete and diorite because I feel like the diorite kind of looks like cracked white concrete, and the white concrete kind of looks like plaster, like, or whatever it's called. And I think that makes it work pretty well. Like, it looks pretty cool. I didn't come up with that. I think I saw it first on B00 video or something like that. Anyways, I broke out a little doorway there. Now I'm breaking out some windows. I did 2 high windows. I like those. Now I didn't show the roof because I actually changed it right here. I needed to make taller roof. Again, this is just like a slab roof, and I ended up using dark oak, like a dark oak trim around spruce wood because I think that looks pretty cool. Very simple kind of roof design. It's just like going up by one with things. I did actually kind of curve it down by the end, the dark oak on the top, as you can see. And it's spruce. I really like spruce, but definitely dark oak's my favorite wood, I'd say, in the game. I'm just bringing it up one. And after this, I start working on... Oh no, I'm finished, sorry. I was going to say I start working on detailing, but then I just remembered I cut that part out. Then this house got deleted, like the footage for this house, so I just kind of showed it off. Now I'm building this little house. It's not the best house. It's not the worst. It's like just kind of simple. I mean, I might come and redo it eventually. I think it looks fine for now. I break open some bits so I can add like my gravel and stuff there. Add some windows. It's just oak and dark oak. Doing that too high so I can add the roof in later. Just do a stone floor because I'm not really gonna do it interior for a 1x3. I don't do interiors to any of these houses in this video, but eventually I will do interiors. Then I use jungle for the roof because I think that looks alright. I think it looks pretty cool, and I wanted to add in some jungle, so I use the stairs going up until I meet the center where I do the upside down stair, and then I do some slabs going across. After that, place them in, break all the temporary blocks, place in that. Oh, I had to build some more. Place in some slabs around the side. Then I went up, placed that, and then I added in some detail bits, which I show. Oh, sorry, actually right here, I break one of the windows eventually on the backside, because I added in a chimney, which you'll be like in the tour of the city, like at the end, just because I forgot to show it off, but Then now I'm working on the big town hall build. For this one I used a mix of spruce, stone, and more of that white concrete thing, and the diorite. I started with a wireframe that I didn't show, just because it took a little bit of time. So I'm building up the wireframe, and I'm using stone, obviously, and spruce. Now I was thinking about stripping the spruce. I wasn't sure about that. I like it without the stripped spruce. So I'm adding space for windows. Then I see a pig, so I grab out my lead the pig to a fence. But after that, I keep building, and I ended up breaking some of the blocks that I placed in a second, and move the side back. Right here, I end up, oh no, sorry, I do the texture variation first. So I added some texture variation with the stone brick going across, and then I end up putting some andesite on the top. I mean, you could call it a gradient, but it's really just like 3 blocks long. Usually a gradient's pretty much like a bit bigger. I usually call them gradients though, just because, I don't know, I think it's a good word to describe them. Anyways, I'm adding in my andesite now. I really like the texture andesite. It's probably like my favorite block in the game. It's really cool. It's a nice light texture, so I like to do it at the top of my stony kind of parts. I don't really know why. I think I just saw other people doing it and decided to, and I think it looks good. So, just adding it. Then I end up, I add my pillars now, going, like my support beams. Then here is where I end up breaking this stuff. That one's a bit short, so I end up breaking it, going up, and I just do a pillar all the way around. I do use the spruce wood to do the diagonal support. Add in more spruce. I ended up running out of spruce on the second layer. Here I'm doing a slab kind of roof to get up to the top. This isn't like the main roof, it's just like a little side roof, and in there eventually, once I do the interior, I'm going to do the like king's room, the throne room I mean, which I think is a cool little thing, like they added on that room or something for it. Then I'm doing more pillars, basically just do the same thing as the start. I do use that little slab as temporary block, getting them all facing the right way. It does collide with this house a bit, but build up with spruce, build more of the spruce wood for the diagonal, do that. Then I'm doing more pillars, and then I end up putting a polished andesite block at the bottom of each window, and I get back to the pillars. Pillars, pretty straightforward. They're like roofs. You just kind of build them up and then connect them. They're kind of fun to see how your build's going though. Like, it really shows the progress of your build when you get them up. Then I start building up these pillars, which or supports, and that's for the roof, which I use just a simple spruce roof. It's pretty good. I think it works for this, just being simple spruce, but you know, I mean, maybe I could have done like a dark oak trim or prismarine trim, like a dark prismarine, I mean. But I don't have any dark prismarine. I think the spruce looks fine. Then I'm adding in this part where I thought it could be cool if it just gets a little shallow right there, and then goes back up into the next roof. And I'm using stairs going up, then slabs, and just in the front I'm doing the kind of lip to make it look like it's connected. Anyways, then I connect the roofs together with the slabs. Then end up adding in stairs at the edge of there, just because I thought I needed it to like slope down like a bit more harsh, I guess. Anyways, then work on the roof a bit more. I end up adding some slabs to make it fit with the roof. I think that works pretty cool, or looks pretty cool. And then I add in some more stairs just to bring it out, and I end up just finishing the roof off camera, just because, you know, the roof, like, you see how I do it, like, in a second I do, but I just want to show you this part where I use the stairs to connect it. Now I add in some of the blocks. Now I did put the stone in one block, but then I put the not birch, white concrete and diorite in the pillars, because I think that looks pretty cool, and other people do it too. It's kind of like the way to do it. This part I just kind of change up a lot until I get the thing I like. Build up. Some of these I just put diorite, some of them I just put white concrete. It's good to add varied things to your build. I don't know. Then I add more, and that roof on top of the throne room, that's going to be the throne room, I end up putting some pots, like, of flowers and stuff, like flower pots. And I think that looks pretty cool, like, almost like, I don't know, they place them up there, like some kids or something, just to grow. Like, not like, whatever. Then I use the dorite with the white concrete, because, you know, it looks like cracked. I already said that. Like, all cracked and ruined and stuff. I think it looks pretty good, that palette. Like, I think it really works. Another palette you might have seen that's also pretty good is white concrete and white concrete powder, which is a very cool thing too. I just felt like using the diorite because I have a lot of diorite. Don't usually use it that much, but I do like the block. A lot of people hate it. I don't mind it. I quite like it. Yeah, I really like building with white stuff. Like, I think that makes medieval builds look a lot more like fancy, which is kind of the vibe I'm going. Like, not fancy, but not fantasy, which is pretty cool. Then I light the area up because I don't want my piggy to be in the dark. Then I take a little look around. After I detailed it, and you can see the flower pots on the roof. Yeah. Now, I just thought I'd show you some things. I built up another thing, and I've been adding in these sand bits laying against it, just like it's been there for a while. And I would always break some of the blocks below and make it look like maybe some dirt's been uncovering some of the wall or something like that. And the stone, or maybe the stones fall off the wall or something. And also this house, I lost the footage for, so I just showed you around it real quick. Now I use some spruce pillars, and this is for the workshop for the armor. What's it called? The blacksmith. Yeah, for the blacksmith. This is like the work area, which is very open, and I'm gonna add a forge beside it. But I use the smooth sandstone and the normal sandstone, and then I add some pillars, and then I use a dark oak for the roof. I might add spruce. No, I can't remember. I think I just used dark oak just because I think I asked my friend, and he said to use dark oak, which I thought looks pretty cool with the sandstone. Any like light color like birch or sandstone, it looks really nice with the dark oak in my opinion. This is a very small angle, but it is an angle, so I have to deal with that. But I really like adding angles to my builds. Like, it just makes them look a lot more alive and fit into the world a lot better and stuff. Then I add in some slabs going across the top, like I said, like with the upside down stair and then the slabs at the top. And yeah, I end up changing that a little bit. works out in the end. It looked a bit steep for me, so I had to change it. Anyways, then after that, I start working on the forge. I'm grabbing all the blocks. Now this, I use a mix between stone bricks, and cobblestone. I think that makes it look kind of like it's really crumbly, but like kind of old and very, very still strong, but like very old. Kind of is the thing I was going for. I just kind of make big thing going up. Then I mine out the blocks, add in a campfire, add some magma over top, and if you didn't know, campfires show through magma, which is nice. Then I add in a bit of this like smooth stone, as well as some stairs and slabs, which I really like the stairs and slabs, but I hated the smooth stone slabs, which I really thought I'd like it, but no, it didn't end up looking very good. So I went up, broke it, added in some walls too to smooth it out a bit. And I don't make a lot of forges, but like this forge, it looked alright. Then I am working back on the workshop, kind of jump between projects there. But anyways, I did that. I added some furnaces, some things. Then I popped that up there. It makes it look kind of like some wood is up there that they're keeping store for something. Like I turned out the fire. Then I made a little infinite water source, but I still wanted to keep that thing. So as like a little thing where they dip it. Then I accidentally put my netherite helmet in. I added some bushes around the build, and then it was all done. Just showed it off. Now, right here's a little stables build, which I don't know. It looks alright. The roof, I might come back another day, like in a while, and fix it. But I don't mind the roof for now. It just looks a bit funny. But I used some jungle stripped planks, because I used to think that jungle stripped planks were kind of just worse than oak in every situation, unless you wanted to make them a bit more rustic. But then I noticed they blend into each other a lot better. And then I added in some oak planks just to texture into them a little bit, which I really like. I think, like, yes, I do like them, like how they blend into each other, but I did want to break up the blend a little bit. And this stable doesn't have any horses, because horses are a pain. I don't really ride them, I just use my elytra. As well as the jungle, I end up using some stripped spruce, which is pretty cool. I liked adding in stripped woods together. I think they look pretty cool. I'm using dark oak for the roof just because I love dark oak. It looks so cool. I end up slabbing it off and kind of sloping it. Again, I'm not sure about the roof. I might redesign it. It looks okay. It looks good enough. Slab it up. Yeah. Then I pop up some beams. Then I end up filling in these blocks because they need to be filled in. And after that, go up and check, and I thought I broke a block up there in the roof, but then I guess there's an extra block or something placed on top of it. I go to bed quickly. Then that's the stables. I added a bit more leaves. I didn't really show it off, or I added some lanterns, but it's not too complicated. After that, I start building this store, which is a shoe store. And I made a shoe store because I was watching a streamer at the time. And I asked him what I should make for my village, and he said a shoe store with like dyed leather shoes. So I will have to do an interior eventually, but I didn't do it today. I didn't do any interiors. I already said that, but yeah. So I added in the dyed blue leather boots. I used dorite, white concrete, and I think that's dark oak logs. Because, then I added a spruce roof. I just thought the spruce roof would look pretty good beside the dark oak roof. And also, I like to switch up the roofs. Go to sleep, then I go back, work on it. Do again the same thing where I do the upside down stair. The thing, that just works. I didn't really want to do anything like at my hunting village you might have seen, like with the stair, if you watch the world tour, with the stairs going across to make it like the Viking Nordic kind of theme. And then I place more spruce stairs going across. It's like, a roof. I end up building up this pillar up here to make it more detailed. On this side, I think I do it to both sides. I can't remember. Yeah, I do it to both sides. Placing the blocks. Then I add in some details. Add the lantern there. Moved over to there. Oh, add in the spruce slabs. Then I add in some barrels. I just put barrels everywhere, and leaves too. I added in some leaves everywhere. Here's the next house. It's got some pillars going up. or sorry, pillars just around. I started with the frame just because I wasn't sure how big, and I was on fire because that was another server member hit me with his bow. But I used the spruce in the inside of the roof, but the dark oak kind of frame because that looks good. I end up rounding it off a bit at the top, and I just use a straight up block, like at the top to make it a little bit more sharp. But I think it ended up pretty cool looking. I'm building downwards because that's actually easier for this side. Then I add in, it's a sandstone wall because you gotta have the sandstone in there. I really like the look of sandstone. Looks also like plaster or whatever. Go across, place more sandstone. Then I count out, and I make this side have a pillar going through the middle, but I don't do that to the other side. I just thought maybe this side needed a bit more support because maybe it like is falling or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, then somebody put in the chat something because I said Crash Bandicoot's bad even though I hadn't played it. Anyways, then I placed up some more sandstone. Then this side, like I said, I didn't put the sandstone, or I didn't put the pillar of spruce going through the middle. Then I add in the windows. I'm using glass panes for more depth. I just really add a lot of depth to my builds, or I try to at least. Then I break some of the dirt of the spruce pillars that were too low to the ground. I add in a bit like of ground, I guess. Then I add in some detail with some barrels, some flowers, some lanterns, just basically all over this place, flowers, barrels, and lanterns. Now, this is it. This is the finished product. Maybe don't expect a city build, or the start of a city build like every time, but I felt like doing it today. I broke the slab and then misplaced it, so I had to come back later. That's the town hall, if I didn't say already. It's like where the pig is. I'm going to make a little throne room for him and everything. Over here's a building that got cut out of the video. I think it looks good. I actually added in a little bay window that I'll talk about a little later. There's the two starting houses, followed by that other house. Here's I added in some like places for people to sit. Here's that house that I just made, and the other one. Over here, I made a little market, and there's the bay window that I was talking about. Over here, there's that house that also got cut out of the video. This house right here, which isn't a house, it's like a workshop. I thought I'd show you the interior kind of thing. It's the only one. I did a little wagon, Hope you all enjoyed the video.